let's talk about something really fascinating and maybe a little uncomfortable. It's a concept from the psychologist Carl Jung called the shadow. And really, it's a journey into the parts of ourselves that we just refuse to look at, the parts we try to hide, even from ourselves.
I mean, think about it for a second. There's a version of you that's always there, but it's hidden behind your smile, your job, the image you've so carefully put together. You might even pretend it doesn't exist, but you know it's there.
And that is what Carl Jung called the shadow. Now, this is absolutely crucial to understand. The shadow is not some evil monster inside you. Not at all. It's just all the pieces of yourself that you were taught to push away, to hide, to shove into the dark corners of your mind.
So where does this shadow even come from? Well, it all starts way back when we were kids, when we first learned that we needed to forge a mask to show the world. You know, when we were born, we were totally whole. We felt everything without any shame, rage, joy, jealousy, sadness, the whole shebang. But then the world starts to chime in. Our parents, our teachers, society, they all start sending these little messages about which parts of us are good and which parts are bad.
And we've all heard stuff like this, right? Don't you dare get angry. Stop crying. We learn really fast that to get love, to be accepted, we have to chop off certain parts of ourselves. And every single time we do that, we push another piece of who we really are into the shadow. So what do? You adapt. To get by in this social world, you build a mask. You create a version of yourself that you think people will like, that's acceptable, that's worthy of being loved. It's literally a survival strategy. Jung actually had a name for this mask. He called it the persona. That's your public face. And the shadow? Well, that's everything you've swept under the rug behind it. And here's the crazy part. The more perfect and shiny your persona is on the outside, the darker and heavier the shadow gets on the inside.
Now you might think, okay, I've got this hidden stuff under control. But the thing is, the more you push it down, the more it actually ends up controlling you. It always finds a way to leak out.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever met someone and just, bam, an instant powerful dislike? Maybe you think they're so arrogant, or just lazy, or way too emotional. Where does that white-hot reaction even come from?
Well, Jung had a pretty mind-blowing insight about this. He said those intense reactions we have to other people, they're clues. That irritation is your own shadow waving a flag trying to get your attention.
And this is the part you really got to let sink in. Your triggers are not random. The things that drive you absolutely crazy about other people are very often the exact same qualities that you've denied in yourself. Those people, they're acting like a mirror, showing you what you've hidden away.
Wow, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? When we leave these parts of ourselves in the dark, they don't just disappear. Oh no, they run the show from behind the curtain. We get stuck in the same bad relationships, make the same mistakes over and over, and then we just shrug and call it fate. But really, it's just our unexamined shadow pulling the strings. Okay, so what in the world are we supposed to do about this? The answer isn't to try and destroy the shadow. It's to do something way more powerful, to integrate it. This is how we start to become whole again.
And let's be super clear here. This whole process, it's not about getting rid of your anger or your envy. You can't. They're part of being human. The goal is to bring these hidden things into the light, to look at them, to understand them, and finally, to accept them as part of you. So what does this actually look like? It's kind of a three-step dance. First, you just notice it. That little flash of envy when your friend succeeds. That surge of anger. Don't judge it, just notice. Second, you acknowledge it. You say to yourself, without any shame, okay, I am feeling envy right now. And third, you get curious. You ask that envious part of you, hey, what do you want? What is it that you need?
And here's the magic. The very moment you can look at that dark, rejected part of yourself with acceptance instead of judgment, it loses its grip on you. It's like you take all your power back. You know, when you really think about it, this whole process of facing your shadow, it's the ultimate hero's journey. It's not about fighting dragons out there in the world, but about having the courage to face the ones that live inside you. I just love this idea. It reframes everything. Every great myth, every epic story, it's really all about this inner work. And the treasure the hero finds after they face that dragon, it's the gold that was hidden in their own darkness all along. All the strength and creativity they had pushed away.
And Jung just brings it all home with this. He reminds us that real growth, real enlightenment, it doesn't come from pretending we're all sunshine and rainbows. It comes from having the guts to turn around and actually look at the darkness we've been running from our whole lives. That is where the real gold is.
So maybe the invitation here is just to change your relationship with your shadow. Stop thinking of it as this enemy you have to conquer. What if, instead, you saw it as your greatest teacher, as a compass that's always pointing you back to the parts of yourself that are just waiting to come home?
This isn't just some psychology exercise, you know? It's a journey back to your full, complete self. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. What do you think really happens when your light, your awareness, finally meets your shadow?